And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. Welcome back to Call of Cthulhu walkthrough. As we can see the titular Cthulhu right in the thunderstorm. So, let's get started and enter the madness. You know what's supposedly shocking? Another Spider-Man video, another smart Spider-Man. Wow, I can't talk. Another Spider-Man video I posted I guess 13 hours ago. I got like 128 views and counting. That's amazing. Literally, Spider-Man. Okay, so as promised, we're gonna do just a few of the C section in terms of a marathon. Like I said, I was gonna do kind of a Friday, but I got sleepy. And after that, Saturday and Sunday are gonna kind of be my off days, and we'll be back Monday to continue the C section. And I think it's a good time to go back to Horizon Zero Dawn that next week until, if we can finish the C section before we start Horizon Zero Dawn again, we'll do that. But if not, we'll finish up the C section, do a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn, then finally move on to the D section for that Friday coming up, the next Friday, depending on my schedule. So, of course, leave a like, comment, or subscribe, as you guys already know. Let's enter the madness. And we're on chapter 3, too. I knew I got far in this. This one actually pleasantly, I'm not like too disappointed, but I can see why people gave it low score. It's just not the best game, but it's got my interest. Can't recommend this game, but it's not disappointing. So it's kind of like a half and half. It helps that the stories have kept me interested. Plus the voice acting's pretty top notch too. Plus I got Anthony Howe voicing the main lead again. So yeah, I love that he's getting work, especially in these British films. He's so good at it too. I think it's autosave. Okay. Yeah, I've been leveling up my elegance because I really wanted people to be swayed by my words and let me get past this. I mean, pretty much out today, Hal is playing another British guy in another horror game as the lead, and a British story in a sense where he's been affected by trauma in the past. But in the case of Vampire, he's the main lead. He is he's a detective. Yeah, each plus it's by the same company. It's kind of it's kind of crazy. Well, Focus Pictures, but with a side company doing it. Well, anyway, let's kind of get to the story. I mean, this isn't. It looks good in 4K. It's just not like the best looking game. Are we going to the Spencer Mansion or are we going to the Hawkins Manor this time? Sorry, thinking of the wrong game. Of course, I'm going to do the Resident Evil series again. I don't know if that's going to be the next series or. I think after we finish one of the games, Elden Ring's going to take forever, let's face it. But once I finish Horizon Zero Dawn or the Spider-Man series until to catch up for Spider-Man 2, oh yeah. Why are you stopping? What's up? Okay, I guess I'll move forward for you. Oh. Okay. Whose graves are these?
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh.
Right, Hawkins died. That's...
Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
I mean, that's a detective? There's more than meets the eye, of course.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Interesting.
Let's go to the mansion.
No, let me...
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary and steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Yeah, I mean, all three of them were dead, and...
Poor kid. Poor kid.
Seriously, Anthony Howe is the man. I don't think this will be your... This might not be your cup of tea for subscribers or the people who watch these videos for Call of Cthulhu. But for me, I like that. I like the whole murder mystery. I kind of want to see where it leads. I mean, come on. Call of Cthulhu, supernatural entities definitely involved with these murders. But stories keeping me interested, and the voice acting's keeping me interested too. Plus the whole... Yeah, I like that. Pierce has good kind of like RPG mechanics. That's actually kind of cool too. I like that. It's a neat feature. Alright, I'm just gonna keep moving then. Oh, that's the peak. Okay, I can peek. Yeah, in terms of the atmosphere, I think it's pretty well done. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely similar to Vampire. I think I just like Vampire better.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Call of Cthulhu.
Sturdy and well sharpened. Sturdy and well sharpened.
But I could listen to Anthony Howe's voice all the time. He just has a very unique kind of like HAL 3000. I mean, HAL 9000? Oh my gosh, I can't even get that reference right. Oh well. Oh, are we playing Bioshock Infinite with the whole lighthouse? Well, that's a spoiler alert. But come on. Bioshock Infinite came out like 2000... Ah, was it 2000?
Someone is using the fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
Hmm. Ah, well. Are we also playing Dishonor? To the deaths. That might be dialogue worthy. No, seriously, people really like my Marvel Spider-Man walkthrough or the videos. Who can blame me? Oh, Spider-Man is super cool. I highly recommend that. Even if you're not a Spider-Man fan, just for game's sake, that's a game I highly recommend. Of course, I'm excited to play Miles Morales when I beat Marvel Spider-Man and all its DLC. bet the officer is gonna show back up again and a jump scare. Calling it. Mystery.
I'll have to find another entrance.
You think, detective? Maybe you have to look hard enough. Or, if you had a crowbar, then, or, if you were Gordon Freeman, you could get through that easily. That's not that type of game. It's definitely a psychological horror. Or maybe survival horror. Yeah, I just like the whole kind of like Anthony Howell just playing a vampire utilizing that really his acting, which they're doing on this one too.
This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right?
Oh,
Put
jeez.
down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them,
Oh.
dump them into the ocean.
Whoa. You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on dark water.
Oh, there's a time limit.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Wow, Silas is a friendly chap. But Edward is a smooth talker. I didn't think my stats were high enough to convince him. I mean, he freaking axe at me. It was gonna gut me. I was gonna grab the axe, but I figured being civil, professional was gonna get the job done. Which, I'm glad I bet on that horse. Okay, let's look at this guy. He just looked like he would fit in a Victoria. He has that kind of like Cockney accent or something. I don't know. Hmm. For a sec, I really thought I was gonna have to get rough with this caretaker. I mean, he had a freaking axe with him. He had an axe to grind. And I didn't feel like having an axe to grind. I was gonna take the axe and then just kill him.
This gate is locked.
Very astute of you, detective. Man, this is really atmospheric. In a very impressive way. Alright, I feel like this is where the madness starts. We wouldn't go to the Hawkins Manor if this wasn't where the supernatural stuff and screwed up stuff was gonna happen. Just a feeling. Alright, so clearly Silas was over here. Okay, so like I was saying for the C-section marathon, I'm gonna do just one video per game, and if we got enough time, maybe I'll go back to another game I highly enjoyed for the C-section. But it's probably gonna just be one video like I did for the B section and the A section. Now the number section, I could actually do more videos because there was only just a few games. Obviously, guys, I'm pretty much a detective and I love murder mysteries, so I'm gonna explore every freaking nook and cranny if I can.
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
In a kind of a seafaring island like this where whaling's not really apparent, I guess drinking does pass the time. Don't drink and drive, kids.
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
Yeah, because you have PTSD as a war veteran. Right. At the very beginning, I remember.
Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
I imagine you would have to. Of course, it's locked. Yeah, that's smart of him to lock it. I still don't know how I convinced him to give me the key. Correct dialogue choices, otherwise he would never give me the key. I would have to find another alternate way to get in there, but hey, glad my persuasion convinced the stupid caretaker to give me the key and piss off.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Yeah, where were you like 5 minutes ago? You could have probably defused the situation, been done with this.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I probably didn't do squat. I pretty much convinced him to give me the key. He just showed up like minutes later. Could have been dead. And this whole game would have been over. GG, we've been done.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Yeah, it's not that. Okay, my mental trauma is pretty much stable. Taking some amnesia inspiration. Possibly. Jeez, 6. I can add that up, but let's focus on the elegance, investigation, and the strength. The other ones I would want to be high, but it depends. Yeah, green flame. That just means Cthulhu presence. Calling it Officer Bradley's good.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Man, I love doing that whole detective mindset of how they possibly died or their last moments. That's kind of a great foresight, or what do they call that? Deductive skills? I don't know. I love that though.
What kind of meat is this?
The best guy.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
I feel like his name should be Charles Dickens. Too easy. He seemed generally pissed. Seriously, I'm not kind of disappointed with the game. Maybe the visuals are not the strongest, but story and voice actor helping me keep interested.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
So, Charles got pissy. Maybe it was an accident? Or on purpose? Death of the wife.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Definitely. Oh wait, no. Let's investigate more. I like to be thorough. There could have been some hidden clue. But maybe my stats are not high. That's why I can't see all that. I guess that's it. Wait, no. Hold on. Maybe there's something that was misplaced. But that looks like that's it.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Stop interrupting my detective moments. I'm a freaking detective. I can take all the time I want just to get the grand scheme of what the heck happened here. Useless wanker.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Mystery.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
So he wasn't cheating, but he was pretty much... Yeah, he's definitely in Egypt. Or not in Egypt? It seems like he's in Egypt with the pyramids. Yeah, I guess that is really technically
Too
what he
much
said.
rubble. I'll find an easier way.
Ah,
Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself.
yeah, I mean, they didn't have a smartphone back in those times, so of course she had to paint it. Oh wait, no, they have photograph. Like those really old-fashioned flash cameras, I guess. Or was that in the 1920s? No, I guess they wouldn't have that. I guess they had to paint. Or did they have camera? Crap, now I have to think about it.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Okay, let's see. Definitely elegance. Oh, right, that's the validate. Yes. My name is Detective Edward Pierce, or Detective Pierce. Edward Pierce. I mean, if I was gonna get something high, I'm gonna get my elegance high. I do want to get my investigation skills pretty high too. Alright. Do not interrupt my detective reasoning, or my detective mode, we'll call it. Neat. Hey, what's this? Hold on, what's this? Seems important.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Yeah, how did she lose her shoe? Clue. Hmm. Yeah, they did say it was a fire starting on this one, and she definitely died.
They had a fight. Why?
Well, it was back in those times, but they could have. Let's look around some more. Oh, I can't leave it. Alright. Well, obviously I saw the glowing green thing right there. I didn't intentionally pass it, I'm just fully exploring every nook and cranny.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
Yeah. Man, Charles was hard on the boy. Man, he gave him... What's this?
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Good question. He's asking some pretty legit questions.
Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
That could have been a mystery. Can't remember. Was this on PlayStation Plus? I think so. Yeah.
Did someone escape the fire?
Possibly. Probably a Cthulhu entity or someone possessed by Cthulhu. Or it could have been somebody some third party we don't know.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
Hmm.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
No, not the police.
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
Oh. Okay. So, because my elegance or my investigation is on?
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
Come on, you can't deny the evidence that basically he was probably a heavy drinker. Especially if the residents knew him well. He spent money on pretty much expensive trips. I think he was a heavy drinker.
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
Okay, that's pretty vague.
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't buy it at all. The fire wasn't just an accident.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
It's not a crime of passion. I don't think the couple had a fight. I think this was arson.
Someone deliberately set fire to this mansion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Ah, I got on 1 CP again. Oh, character points. What am I saying?
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Man, I could listen to Anthony Howe just narrate all day. He's just really good at main leads. Put him in more work. He can play a hero or he can play a bad guy essentially well. Like I said, give the guy more work.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
That's interesting. Yeah, Cthulhu flames. Green flames. That just seems odd. And Cthulhu.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor? What do you do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty.
Peanut to the rats. Okay, you know the Dishonor drunken sailor. Perfect song and perfect promotion for that Dishonor 1. Sorry, I'm getting off track. Let's get back to the mystery.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Dated
Oh,
1818.
Man, that's old. Kind of a horror string right there. Being all meta. I feel like we should go upstairs. Or, yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs. Ah, that was a thunderstorm. I thought something. Oh no.
Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla.
What's all this about?
There's something disturbing about this painting.
You and me both.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Oh, you have no idea. For all I know, they're... Oh, crowbar. This would have been handy earlier.
A crowbar could prove useful.
Yeah. Would have been useful, like, earlier, so I could break the front door. Gordon Freeman would be proud. Man, they need to do a Half-Life 3. They're never doing it. They are never doing it. They're just gonna leave us on that very depressing cliffhanger. I want them to do it, too. That pisses me off. Wait. Oh yeah, that's where it was. Where does this go?
Locked.
Of course it is. Oh. Hello there. Oh. Office key. I do like that the game's giving me, you know, let me be a detective and explore the mansion. Yeah, I know.
This door is locked.
Definitely locked. What's in here?
What will her room reveal about her?
Oh, that's creepy. The whole darkness thing. Well, inspired by Amnesia, I imagine. So this is the titular Sarah. Wait, was her name Sarah? Yeah, what's this? No, I think the book had an icon. Well, at least I thought it did.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
Oof. Must have been difficult living with Charles. Maybe she was gonna leave him? Using the key. Or a lockpick. That could work.
This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
That seemed like an important plot point. Do I have lock-picking skills? I guess not. So he has a lockpick, but he can't do it. Well, it can't be like the Dishonored protagonist.
Moby Dick. Melville's classic.
It
The
is cool.
epic battle between man and whale.
Pretty much, yeah. You guys summed it up.
Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Pretty much, yeah. That's a tale old as time. The sailor was not Moby Dick. Moby Dick was the, of clearly the whale, if you, of course, read Moby Dick, but I think you guys have.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
Darn. A waste of a good piano. Play me this song, the piano man. Thank you, Billy Joe, for that song. Play me a song, man.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
But
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
what? Is it a piano?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's...
This piano is in disrepair.
If you're
Looks
right,
like the Hawkins
we
kept it
should be able
more
to
for
find clues
decoration
among the
than
Hawkins'
for music.
personal effects. Did you hear that?
And was I supposed to hear something? Because I didn't hear anything.
This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
I think this is where we just came from. Actually, no, we haven't came this way. Oh, okay.
This door is locked.
Of course it is. Put your lamp back on. No one said you could... Yeah, there we go. Plus you're only holding the metal part. You're fine. No, this is where we were before.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Yeah, I think this is where the boards were. No, already been there. detail, like I explore every nook and cranny in this room. But, gotta be sure. How many minutes we got? 46. Man. Time is flying in this one. Nope, can't read that note.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Hello?
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century.
Nope, can't go in there. Seems important. That's locked.
This door is locked.
Yeah, thank you, Captain Obvious. Oh, that's creepy. Definitely stuff here.
The boys' room.
Mystery time.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Probably the supernatural kind. You know, Call of Cthulhu and all. These are very demonic drawings.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Looks like it. Hey, wait a minute.
Sleeping pills.
Whoa.
Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Seriously, that is some strong. Why for a load? Oh, okay, well, that ponders some questions.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them?
Good question.
Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something.
Oh, yeah.
Something terrified him.
Call of Cthulhu, dude. Wait, there was more? Yeah, there is. What you got there?
The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
So they were having... I figured they were, just based on the flashback. And it looks like I'm clearly done here. Come on.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Oh, we fully explored that.
This door is locked.
Come on, this gotta be the father's room. Oh, there we go. What the f... That's very occulty. Very occulty. Oh, that leads somewhere.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Of course it is. Maybe this is where the padlock comes into place. Otherwise, I would have found this earlier. Creepy.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Oh, this is creepy.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Yeah, back in those times, $230 was a pretty lot. She was getting lots of work. 230 for Boston Client, 170, 200, the list goes on. Okay, the pain for AD was returned of 500, which sucks, but she was really well off.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders.
Yeah,
I wonder why.
you got me. I don't see why people heavily dislike this game. It's a pretty great murder mystery, great story, fantastic voice acting. It's not like that. No, it's pretty well done. I just don't see the complaint, because I'm actually intrigued.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
And hard to believe it's been 56 minutes. Hmm.
Bradley? Is that you?
Clearly that's not Bradley. Darn it, it is a perfect way to end this cliffhanger. Just when I was getting interested too. Kinda want to see what happens. But, guys, there will be more Call of Cthulhu coming up in the future, so of course, look at the Call of Cthulhu, or don't look at it, because it would just increase your madness, and stay tuned.